That's like unintentional, right?
Oh.
So like, but yeah, this is training for accidental.
You raise your hand. I thought you.
No, I've like been in the water by accident with all my clothes on. Like, if you've ever fallen into a pool or into a lake with your clothes on, like it's freaking hard to swim. So we're not gonna do that. So basically what'll happen, we'll get on the edge here, we'll put our gear on, full gear up, chest strap and everything. You get to the edge of the pool, and then I'll say prepare for a water landing. So you open up the chest strap, your hands will be up and your full flight, and then we'll say, all right, you're gonna land in the water, and you do your flare and just plop in the pool, right? Make sure you step out so you don't bang your head on the edge. We're gonna toss the canopy over the top of you. You don't have to stay underwater, right? You can get in the water, swim, push the canopy up, take a breath, right? It doesn't have to be like fast or anything like that. Undo the chest strap, swim down, right? And then once you go down, the leg straps will just slide off. So just swim down and out. One of the things they talk about in the sim and stuff like that is that if the canopy's over your head, you look for a seam and follow the seam to get to the edge, right? But we know, because of the canopies we use, the square canopies, they never fall on our heads, right? They're either going to fall in front of you or more likely behind you, right? So it's not a real scenario that happens unless you're jumping around parachute. But just swim down and out. Let's see if I forgot anything. And then we'll take turns retrieving the canopy. Right, so the reason I have you guys retrieve the canopy is so you realize how freaking heavy it is when it's covered in water. And the technique is pretty simple. You want to grab the tail. Right? If you grab the tail of the canopy, you can pull it out with a little resistance. If you grab the nose, you're just like filling it up with water.
So what's wrong with this canopy that it's no longer airworthy?
Honestly, I really don't know, but it is dragged out. Like it is.
Yeah,
that's from the 90s. This is like a 90s.
Yeah, that looks like it's a tandem canopy.
No, it's a Navigator 280.
Oh, big boy canopy.
That explains why I landed on it.
Oh, look how discolored it is over there.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, it was not, I don't know what actually put it out of commission.
How do you feel, Sean?
I'm not ready for the cold water. But
Yeah, I know. Well, that's part of it. That's what they say. Most of like the
shock
deaths that happen are from how cold the water is. All right, so prepare for a water landing. So chest strap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that chest. You can get out with the chest straps done up.
All right.
All right. So hands up.
Yeah.
Flare, 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 and land in the water.
A lot better than mine.
That's why. See those patches? Cool. And leave the gear. Swim to the other side.
He's
What was that? They tell you to leave the gear on the eventual water landing. I would always say get the heck out first, and then if you think you can go back and get your gear, get your gear. I want you guys to pull the canopy out.
Oh, I didn't even.
Or you did. Just like
Here, guys, pick that up.
yeah. So just like take turns just pulling the canopy out of the water. Right. You got it by the tail there.
It's honestly not that cold.
It's probably not.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. I took my finger in it.
Now he's gonna be cold for the harness.
Yeah, putting the harness on second.
You just let it out like this, like.
Yeah, I slid it.
Yeah, you kind of just like slid the leg strap down a little bit.
It's actually pretty surprising how easy the look. So
Oh yeah.
you see that Sean did it without even undoing the chest strap. Right? The recommended procedure is to undo the chest strap
Like totally
after you get in the water. So you open it, right? And then once you're in the water, you're supposed to take it out. It's kind of like one of those things, if you're in the real life scenario, when you're landing in water, I'd probably take my chest strap off, right? You just know you have to keep your harness on while you're landing, right? Because I don't know. I feel like if you're landing it's going to be a serious situation if you're landing in water by accident. Right? Like you're going to be like
Many
in a
things
panic
messed
situation. So like the idea of this is to just kind of ease some of that discomfort. Like, all right, I've swam out of the rig before. I know I can get out of the thing.
To be honest, I didn't want to put it on. That's why I'm taking so long.
Oh yeah. Just careful too. Make sure you're you're not tangled in the lines there either. That would suck. All right, do your chest strap up like you normally would.
Any of you guys want the honors of throwing a parachute?
Yeah.
Actually, I'll do it next. I want to film this one.
Okay.
with my phone.
It's funny how big this parachute is. It covers the whole pool.
280.
All right, prepare for a water landing. Water landing is imminent. Hands up. And when you're ready, land in the water. Flare. You got the flare. The whole thing in there.
Uh-oh. I'm good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to stay under the water. You can just be right up underneath the top of the thing.
I imagine you never really have to worry about the current too much because you're probably going to land in a lake, not a river for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess.
Based
A
on
river is
area?
like harder to mistakenly land in, right?
Yeah.
You land in a creek or something.
Good, he's out. But yeah, current, like in the ocean, you can have a pretty strong current. All right, a couple of you guys grab that. Good job, man. Yeah, did you bring your logbooks, everybody?
No.
Oh. No, you're gonna need your logbook at some point.
Well, I'll just come back.
Yeah, I'll just put it in, yeah. Or whenever, I'll remember. I'll remember. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. I'll remember who was here.
You got video evidence
Of what? Me surviving?
You can see, like, even doing it the correct way and pulling by the tail, it's pretty heavy pulling that thing out of the water.
Is it you?
Me?
You already did yours, right?
Yeah, I already did it. Alright, who's next?
I'll go. Oh, you
Alright, oh, Georgie's got it.
And if you want to save time, Georgie, you can step through the chest straps. You don't have to reroute it.
I thought you
Dude,
weren't supposed
honestly,
to do
with
step
like the
throughs.
cookie
I
helmet.
thought you weren't supposed to do step
No, you
throughs.
can step through your chest strap. I know a lot of guys, like my friend Rich Labar, never undoes his chest strap.
Really?
He just opens it and steps out of it and leaves it closed, so that way you could never misroute it. 'Cause
That's-
you know,
that's good.
a lot of the rigs that we use for swooping have long chest straps. So it's just open big, he just steps through it.
Mine is super long and it has like the like scrunchy thing.
To stop.
And then it like falls off every time because it's like there's no stopper or anything.
These are the 1-inch webbing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't put the stoppers on the 1-inch webbing. I don't know why. So another thing too, which I'm seeing for you guys when you're undoing your chest strap, and this goes for every jump. The way I do it is I put my thumbs under the harness and I squeeze it together, and then I just grab the buckle and I pull the buckle and open it. That's how I do my chest strap every time. And you can do it with your toggles in your hands. You can I do my steerability check. I bring the toggles down to my chest, hook my thumbs underneath the webbing, push
I've never
together,
done it with my toggles.
grab and pull.
I feel like it's easier when the canopy's over you because you have the tension on the risers to like push it together. Where here you have nothing
it's a
really.
little more difficult.
Yeah.
All right, prepare for a water land. Oh, do your leg straps up? Yeah.
He's cheating. Hey.
You got it, Sean?
Yeah.
You
All right.
only got one canopy. That must be his reserve.
Prepare for your water landing. And when you're ready, flare.
Flare. Oh.
That was good flare. He would have popped up there.
Hey, let's go back down.
That's good.
He got it.
Like I said, in real world, the canopy probably won't land over your head.
Right.
It'll land in front of you or behind you.
Yeah, with the wind.
Yeah, the wind is going to probably go back behind you. A lot of this stuff, good job, Georgie. A lot of this stuff has been, it's from back in the day when people used to jump in. Like all the sport canopies used to have round reserves. Even when they were jumping squares, the reserves were around for a long time. And if you go somewhere and their rental gear has round reserves, go somewhere else.
You can't
Pick a different
pilot
jump zone.
those, right?
Huh?
You can't pilot those, can you?
No, they have one. They have toggles, but you could just change your view. Right? Like, so it'll turn you around. But you're still gonna go the same direction. Like they have the ones that are vented and stuff like that. From like towards the end when they start to get the squares, you could kind of steer them a little bit, but really not. You're pretty much just a wind dummy at that point.
Oh, yeah, you got it in your hand as well.
Live water
You should have like a G4 helmet too that everybody wears. Yeah, go underwater.
I have seen YouTube videos of people doing water training with their full face helmets on.
Yeah.
And they just leave it on the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that recommended if you're wearing a helmet to leave it on? Or
I would take it off.
Yeah, before.
I take it off before I'm
Yeah,
landing.
I'd take it off. I might even take it off before I'm landing.
Yeah,
Depending, like, you know, it's one of those things, right? If you're landing in water, you got to assess the situation as you're coming down to it.
Right, if
Right,
there's
if
a
you're
rock
landing
or
in,
something,
yeah. If you're like, oh, I got a long swim ahead of me, it looks like there's a current, right? I'd take everything I could get off. I'd get off before I land. You know, it's like any of the 4 obstacles, right? The first thing is avoid, avoid, avoid. Don't get yourself in that situation. This is like absolute worst case.
Chest straps next to you.
Watch the step over those lines. Do a trip and face play on
Have
the
an
way
actual.
in. Yeah, like have an actual accident. All right, so prepare for a water landing. Good, chest strap. All right, whenever you're ready, flare and enter the water. He jumped for you. That was me.
Oh,
That was fast. Garrett with the record speed.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, this is Sunday. Today's Sunday, right?
My cow's like heated because it was in my car the entire day.
It's like warm.
feels nice.
So hopefully I'll get my first helicopter jump this weekend too. I
haven't done one yet?
jumped the helicopter. So like 6 years ago we had one at a boogie. I bought a ticket and right before it was I was on the next load and they were having problems with the helicopter and they're like, we're done for the day. And I was like, that was it. And then last year we had it and I was like, I could have done it first thing in the morning and I wanted.
Ready?
All right, whenever you're ready, prepare for the water landing. Chest strap. Cool, full flare.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Got that pocket of air.
Woo!
Yeah, a little tangled on the lines there.
Oh, congrats, guys! Congratulations!
That's probably where a lot of the fading comes from too. We leave it out in the sun to dry.
So, if you ever have a cutaway and you lose your canopy for a long time and you happen to find it, you know, you could sell it for water training. Good luck getting a buyer, but maybe like $50 out of it.
Yeah, water training canopy's got to be worth more than 50.
All right, here goes nothing.
You got lines wrapped around the stairs.
Imagine our coach dies.
Don't.
Yeah, right?
Like water training was great. Our coach died, but we all got certified.
There you go.
No, we need him to live. He's got to sign it.
Yeah, right? And if you can't sign your luck,
Oh yeah, you're doing